Hi, it's me again.
Hello, it's great to have you back. What would you like to practice today to continue your journey toward better English fluency?
Yeah. This day I try to introduce myself. But I think I'm not I'm working not enough good for introduce myself in the interview. I want you to help me how to make introduction presentation participate in the interview. Can you?
I'd be happy to help you craft a really strong self-introduction for an interview. A good introduction should be concise, focusing on who you are, your key skills, and how your experience matches the role. Let's break it down into a few easy chunks.
Okay. Maybe you can clear that up, boy. How many main boy I should list in my introduction presentation?
A good rule of thumb is to focus on about 3 or 4 main points. First, start with a brief summary of your current role and your professional background. Second, highlight your key skills and major accomplishments that are most relevant to the position. Third, explain why you're interested in this specific company or role and how your experience makes you a good fit. Finally, you can briefly mention a personal interest or soft skill that rounds out your professional profile. Would you like to try drafting one of these sections or the whole introduction right now?
Yeah. Yeah. Now we go deep into it. It's main boy. Um, the first main boy. So start with a brief summary for my current role and my professional background. Um, how do I start it? Um, I should speak in 2 or 3 sentences or more, and where I should you in that voice, and I should avoid something. Can you tell me?
To start your summary effectively, think about combining your current job title, the company you work for, and the core focus of your work in just 1 or 2 sentences. For example, you might say, I am a front-end developer at Tech Solutions, where I specialize in building responsive and user-friendly interfaces for web applications. You should avoid reading your resume word for word or using overly vague language that doesn't highlight your specific contributions. Would you like to try putting together your first sentence now?
Okay. Okay, and then do you think I should say something about experience or just summarize like it, like that?
The summary is a great way to start, but you definitely want to follow it up by highlighting some key details about your experience. After your introductory sentence, you can smoothly transition into mentioning a major accomplishment or a significant project that demonstrates your skills and is relevant to the job you're applying for. This shows the interviewer that you not only have the current role, but also a track record of success. Would you like to try adding an achievement to your summary?
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that enough for first main boy?
Yes, that is a very strong way to structure the first main point. By combining a concise summary of your current role with one impactful achievement, you immediately demonstrate both your current responsibilities and your ability to deliver results. This sets a great foundation for the rest of your introduction. Whenever you're ready, we can move on to the next section.
Okay, but before we continue and move on to the next session, so you can give me symbol oh no the fully example for first main boy.
Certainly. Here's a complete example for your first main point. I am currently a front-end developer at Tech Solutions, where I specialize in building responsive and user-friendly interfaces for web applications. Recently, I led a project that redesigned our main dashboard, which improved user engagement by 25% within the first month.
Okay, it's excellent. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, we can move on the next steps. Can you repeat to me what the next step? Second main point.
Of course. The second main point is where you highlight your key skills and major accomplishments that are most relevant to the position you're applying for. This is your chance to show how your specific expertise can bring value to the team. Would you like to share some of your key skills or one achievement you'd like to feature in this section?
Okay. How I start it? Should I use more information, use more sentence in this member to express my key skill, express my value in team, or I should tell story, real story in my working experience?
It's actually best to combine both. It's not effective to just list skills. You want to bring them to life with a short, impactful story or example of how you applied them successfully. For example, you might say, my key strengths lie in JavaScript and front-end frameworks like React. In my last role, I utilized these skills to rebuild a legacy system, which resulted in a 40% increase in page load speed. Do you have a particular skill you'd like to highlight in this way?
Okay. You think in second member I should use structure sentence like what? And can you give me fix our good structure for this member? I should say what's first and then and after, and I should conclusion member by something like yeah, I don't know. Please help me.
To structure your second main point perfectly, let's use a clear flow. First, state the primary skill you want to highlight. Then follow that immediately with a brief example of an accomplishment, briefly mentioning the situation, your action, and the positive result. Finally, conclude this point by showing how this skill makes you valuable to the team. Here is a concrete example. My primary strength is in API design and back-end development. In my previous role, I designed a microservices architecture that supported 50% more traffic while reducing server costs by 20%. How would you adapt that structure to highlight your specific skills?
Okay, and thank you. And before we move on next step, please provide a fully example for second main point.
Certainly. Here is a complete example for your second main point. My primary strength is in API design and back-end development. In my previous role, I designed a microservices architecture that supported 50% more traffic while reducing server costs by 20%.
And next. Oh, sorry. Just like that.
Có thể là bạn chưa rõ về nội dung tiếp theo cần đưa vào bài giới thiệu bản thân phải không? Sau khi bạn đã nói về kỹ năng và thành tựu, phần tiếp theo sẽ giải thích lý do vì sao bạn quan tâm đến công ty hoặc vị trí đó, và cuối cùng là đề cập đến các kỹ năng mềm hoặc sở thích cá nhân. Bạn có muốn nói rõ hơn về phần này không?
Yes, but you enlist don't you Vietnamese, okay?
I sincerely apologize for the switch to Vietnamese. I will make sure to stick to English for the rest of our conversation. Would you like to continue discussing the third part of the self-introduction, which focuses on why you're interested in the position, or would you like to explore another topic?
Okay. The third main point, how I start it, and please give me face structure to implement the third main point.
For the third main point, you should focus on your motivation and cultural fit. You can start by mentioning what specifically appeals to you about the company's mission or product. Explain how that aligns with your career goals, and then briefly touch upon how you fit into their team environment. Here is a concrete example. I am really impressed by the innovative work this company is doing in AI, and I want to be part of a team that pushes technological boundaries. I believe my experience in back-end development makes me a strong addition to your mission. Would you like to try adapting that structure?
Okay, okay. Ah, I understand. Yeah. And the last main point.
The final main point is a great opportunity to show a bit more of your personality or highlight a specific soft skill. You can mention a personal interest that relates to your field, or simply reiterate your enthusiasm for the opportunity and ask about the next steps. For instance, you could say, outside of work, I love contributing to open source projects and mentoring junior developers as I'm passionate about giving back to the tech community. Would you like to try finishing strong with a final statement?
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for your help. I just spend more time to prepare for interesting presentation. Then I will be back and try to present to you, and you can value run it my presentation about introduction. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for your help. See you later. Bye.
You're very welcome. Take your time to prepare your self-introduction, and I'll be right here when you're ready to share it. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to hearing it soon. Goodbye.